Hey, this is Neil's on Dynasty coming to you with the second video. Probably will upload first because it's going to be shorter, so this is the first of two videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. Be kind, helpful, and grateful. Buy some silver, some platinum, and some crystallized osmium because you can. This is about location, location, location. This is from Stephen Burns. 1 day ago. 1 day ago. Everybody, look at that. Boom, like, share. Let's see what Stephen Burns has to say. And I'll tell you, location, location, location. On this map right here, this is San Francisco, that's Oakland, that's Richmond. I live, like, if the map were to go up, you follow the bay, and then it would cut over. There's a refinery right there. I live on the other side of the channel between the refinery at the North Bay, so I'm up this ways. And this is very important because of what he's fixing to say.
7 earthquake at 7:02 a.m. local time, right off the coast on the San Andreas Fault and at a depth of 8.4 kilometers.
3.7.
So not a big one, but actually one of the most significant earthquakes that's occurred on this section of the San Andreas in quite some time, in a couple decades. If you live in San Francisco, perhaps you felt it. There are widespread reports of shaking across the entire upper part of the peninsula. If you are on bedrock, it may have just been a quick jolt. If you're in more consolidated fill or just low-lying area.
And the reason why he said consolidated fill, you see most of these buildings right here along this side right here. That's all on backfill from the 1908 fire. They took all the fire remnants of the city and poured it into the bay, raising the level of the earth there. Most of this right here is on backfill. That's why he's saying that.
Areas, then there would have been prolonged shaking. A lot of people are wondering, is this a precursor to a larger earthquake? Not necessarily a big one, but perhaps. So in today's video, we will explore the seismic characteristics of this earthquake and also the seismic characteristics of the peninsula, so you can get an idea of what type of earthquake response you may have if you live in this area. And we will also look at the reoccurrence interval for the San Andreas Fault in and around the Bay Area. Hi, everyone. My name's...
Okay, first off, like I said, this earthquake, there's like 3 of them occurred right here yesterday. These people here felt it, maybe some of them. That fault line, there's several fault lines that run. That in particular fault line was the one that moved. I'm like 30 miles northeast of that exact location. Three little earthquakes, a 3.7, 3.4, 3.5. I didn't feel anything because geographically where I'm located in the Bay Area is not on that fault line. So we don't feel, unless it's maybe if it's like a 6 point something, we feel it up here. But anything small up here, because also we're on bedrock, house I'm on is between 9 and 13 foot above bedrock because we're on top of the hill. Most of the actual topsoil ran off over generations, and when this house was built and other houses built, it's average of about 13 foot here at the top, and it gets bigger. So I'm sure down the hill they probably feel it a little better. But location, location, location. When you go to buy a house, if you're going to buy it for a flip or a rental or whatnot, that's one thing. But if you're going to buy it for yourself, do some serious research. Like when I came here to California, the first place I lived was way back up in here. It's called a place called Concord, California. I lived there for about 5 years, and you hardly felt anything back there off of any of the faults that run through the Bay Area. And then I moved to this area, in this in particular neighborhood, for one reason. It wasn't for security, and it wasn't because of the town. It was because of for earthquake safety. I don't own, so if anything happen to the house, I don't get no money out of it, but I don't want my stuff getting, hey, you guys don't fight. I don't want my stuff getting squashed by the house falling down on top of it. So I look to where it's safe areas, taking into account my job, meaning driving and stuff like this. You take all these things into account, but most people don't think about researching where they are buying to see if it's actually a good spot. It might be a nice house, might be a nice neighborhood, but it might not be a good spot. You guys think about that. Have a great day. And the reason why I'm bringing this to you is because there's a lot of good deals coming up in housing this year. Talk to you later.